Live look at the EBT community. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the leaders of Cincinnati, Ohio, who are coming to the defense of the criminals who, jumped a man who they were in an altercation with. If you've ever considered what is going on in the EBT community and what is driving this narrative of victimhood and this narrative of lack of accountability, well, ladies and gentlemen, I have here the Black community leaders of Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's listen.
Individuals were charged with aggravated assault, which is a felony. The white guy incited or urged 6 other people to commit a felony.
I'm going to stop you right there. How did he incite you to commit a crime? You can't control yourself. Your control is, we can't help ourselves. Is that what you want me to believe? Incited them to commit a crime? How does that sound? You know when white folks tell us, they say, well, tell y'all, not me, because well, you know how white folks say animalistic behaviors and behaviors of animals, and y'all get so offended? You're confirming that shit right there. You're saying, by God, John, they couldn't control themselves. And you want to blame the man who was jumped and ultimately beaten, and his wife beaten, girlfriend beaten? Why?
The method by which this situation has been handled raises serious questions as to whether there's bias involved in the investigation.
Bias involved in the investigation? No, boy. They arrested the criminals. How is this fucking hard to understand? The criminals were arrested. The law-abiding people. A fight is something that happens, right? We can agree to that. Fight. We don't want everyone that fights to go to jail necessarily, right? Or do we? Because in this instance, you want to penalize the person who was abused and the person who was harassed and the person who was jumped. That's the type of thing we want to go on in this country? Leaders of Cincinnati, Ohio, let me ask you a question. Is that the city you want children to be brought up in? Horrible leadership. Let's get at them.